Hello, everybody. For all Sourav Ganguly fans, the news is that his biopic is finally going to roll this year end. Luv Ranjan, under whose banner the film is going to be made, flew down to Kolkata and had a detailed discussion with Dada, and we are all set. But now the million-dollar question is, who's going to be the on-screen Sourav Ganguly? Is it going to be Ranbir Kapoor or Ranveer Singh? Well, it's too early to say. I mean, earlier on there were talks that Ranbir Kapoor was approached for the biopic, but he was a bit reluctant because he had already been part of the Sanjay Dutt film, which was a phenomenal hit, and he didn't want to be tagged as an actor who only does biopics. But then, the final confirmation is yet to be out, and in fact, there are also stories doing the rounds that Ranbir Kapoor is all set to play Kishore Kumar on screen, and that film will be directed by Anurag Basu. Well, that remains to be seen what Ranbir finally decides on. But out here, I want to talk about biopics. Well, biopics are a big success in any film industry, be it the Hindi film industry or in Hollywood, in the West, in several other film industries. Biopics sell big time because people do relate to real life characters. And back in Bollywood, we've had so many biopics which have done well, be it Bhag Milka Bhag or MS Dhoni, The Untold Story, the Sanjay Dutt biopic, and there were several others in the past as well. But yes, not all biopics do well at the box office. It all depends on the packaging, obviously. So far as the Sanjay Dutt biopic is concerned, it did run into controversies. In fact, critics were sort of split when it came to giving their verdict. Some said it was a well-made film. Some said it was a bit biased because towards the end, the story put the entire blame on the media as if Sanjay Dutt was a saint. But that is quite debatable. Let's not get into all that because if you are coming out with a product, you should be open to criticism. Some people would appreciate, some people would criticize. So that's the way life goes. So far as Sourav Ganguly's film is concerned, I'm really looking forward to it because Dada, as we all know, has been a character of a sort. Wherever he goes, he still stands out. During his career, he's had his share of controversies right from his debut. Then we had the Great Chapel saga, and there were other off-field incidents as well. I mean, the Nagma episode, which hogged the limelight at one point of time when he was leading the Indian cricket team. People would definitely be keen on knowing about certain facets to Dada's character or certain incidents in Dada's life, which did crop up, but they were not. They were actually brushed aside for whatever the reason may be. And then there would be definitely a lot of unknown incidents. People, we are totally oblivious to certain happenings in Dada's life, and I'm sure Luv Ranjan, being the maker he is, would capitalize on them and come out with the best possible product. Now the Sanjay Dutt biopic did well because of the packaging. Obviously there are some some aspects in the plot which we knew. At the same time, there were certain there were certain parts which we didn't know, which we are not aware of. But the way the film was packaged, thanks to Raju Hirani, a master filmmaker, the film struck the right chord with the audiences. I'm sure it's going to be the same with the Dada's biopic as well. And so far as Sourav Ganguly is concerned, we all look up to him as an icon. I mean, the way he's carried himself, the way he's sort of channelized his resources to the hilt. It's something that we've always kind of appreciated, despite all the criticism coming from various quarters. He's always held his nerves. He's always stood with his head high, because that's what Dada is all about. Even after his retirement, there have been quite a few controversies, be it his tiff with Virat Kohli when he was at the helm in BCCI, then his political allegiance, which has been talked about. Even now, when he's been roped in as the tourism brand ambassador in Tripura, which is run by the BJP. I mean, there is a strong buzz that Dada might ultimately, show his loyalty towards the Saffron Party, though he is, a bit disturbed at the way this entire issue has been blown out of all proportions. He's in fact categorically said that let's not politicize everything that I do. But that's a different story altogether. But these are, I would say, developments which make news. These are developments which hit the headlines, and obviously we'll be looking forward to that. But yes, again, I would say that knowing Luv Ranjan and knowing Sourav Ganguly, who has an eye for perfection, we are in for a great film, which is not only going to do well at the box office, but at the same time, it's going to, it's going to sort of cut the right impression or cut a lot of eyes with the audiences and the critics. So we look forward to it. Guys, thank you so much for listening to me, and once again, I'm indebted to you for all your support and cooperation. And keep watching my videos, and keep inundating me with your suggestions so that I can grow. God bless.